um, connect folks as they join. Just want to keep on schedule. Good morning, hello, and welcome so much. We're glad to have you here. Thank you for joining today's um, general membership meeting of the Paralegals Association of Central Ohio. We have lined up for you today. Pardon me while I talk and try to note attendance while I'm doing this. We are today, the leadership team from PACO is mostly all here, and we are going to be sharing with you some of the upcoming events and things that you can look forward to seeing in the next year for PACO. We've been hard at work planning, programming, and events and activities, and this is a sneak preview of what you can look forward to. My name is Angie Vosing. If you don't know me, I'm the president of PACO. And I think that what we'll do is we'll go ahead and start with the NFPA. I am also the NFPA primary representative, and I will just share with you some information about NFPA. Something you may or may not know. If you don't know, you're in for a treat. As a member of PACO, you are automatically a member of the NFPA, which is the National Federation of Paralegal Associations. It's a wonderful resource. They're made up of terrific people. I can't speak highly enough of the organization and the folks. But you are also a member of NFPA as a PACO member. That means that all of their events are open to you. You're welcome to attend any event, whether it's an in-person event or a webinar, a CLE of any kind. And you are also eligible to serve on any of its committees. And once you've served on committees, then you can work your way into a leadership position as an elected position with the NFPA. We will try to bring to you whenever those opportunities are available. We'll try to bring that information to you so that you can sign up if you're interested. And if you ever have any questions about the NFPA, please feel free to reach out. Happy to answer any of those questions. We have a really good opportunity coming up on August 31st for our Legal Insights session. We will be joined by some of the board members from the NFPA. Josie Estes is the president. Lori Wagner is the president-elect. Cheryl Ann Shear is, oh goodness, I believe she's secretary and director of leadership. And then also one of the gentlemen from MHQ, which is a group that helps the NFPA manage all of their the website and all of their contacts and whatnot. They will be joining us for Legal Insights on August the 31st at noon to talk to us about the different member benefits that you have as a member of the NFPA. A lot of people don't know that they're also a member of the NFPA, and a lot of people say, "Well, what does that mean? What does that do for me? What does that get me?" There are a number of benefits to being a member of the NFPA, and Josie, Cheryl Ann, Lori, and Steve will share that information with us on August 31st. So if you've not already registered for that event, go to the events calendar on PACO's website, and please do sign up for that. You will find out lots of good things. One of the things that the NFPA does is they have a monthly publication. It is called the National Paralegal Reporter, and it is comprised of articles mostly written by paralegals from around the country. And we have had several PACO members who have had articles published. in this quarterly magazine. It used to go out in the mail, things got cost prohibitive, and now it is pretty much a completely electronic digital publication. But it's easy to get to. You just log into the NFPA's website and go to publications, and it's right there. So that is one of the one of the exciting things to me. I always learn a lot from reading those articles. The summer issue is currently out, so if you would like to take a look at the NFPA's website and browse around that magazine, you will find some really interesting articles. I know another thing that I had posted in the PACO news over the last couple of weeks, the NFPA was looking for members to serve on its ethics board. Today is the 15th. Today is the deadline to express your interest in being on that committee. And if you would like more information or any assistance with that, please let me know. Also, coming up on the 18th this week, the NFPA is offering an in-house paralegal webinar. And it is, you don't have to register for this one. The Zoom link is already posted on the website, and this entire conversation is, I don't recall her name. I apologize. I should know that. NFPA. Let me get to their website real quick. Events, August 18th. Let's see. Her name is Wendy Hufford. She is the Senior Vice President, General Counsel, and Corporate Secretary and Chief Compliance Officer for a company called Chico's FAS. And that company, I'm not sure where they're based out of. I think it's out of Minneapolis. At any rate, Ms. Hufford will be sharing information about her background, the different organizations that she has worked with over the years, what corporate paralegals do for Chico's, what corporate paralegals mean for her. So if you're interested in exploring a career in the corporate field, it might be a very interesting conversation to join in on. That is, again, on August the 18th. You do not have to register. The Zoom link is already posted on the NFPA's website. So if you're interested in that, feel free. And the time for that, I believe, is 1 o'clock Eastern Standard. Yes, Friday, August 18th, 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Also, convention is coming up October 5th through the 8th. We're very excited about that. Convention is in Arlington, Virginia, which is a suburb of the Washington, D.C. area. And there are lots of exciting things coming with convention this year. All of the members are welcome and invited to attend convention. So there is information on NFPA's website if you're interested in attending. Today is the deadline for their early bird pricing. But if you're interested, certainly do take a look at their website and see what is going on there. Oh, let's see. That is all that I have as the NFPA primary representative. Now I'm going to turn things over to Samantha Bauman. She is PACO's NFPA secondary representative and our statewide alliance representative. So Samantha, what do you have for us?
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. My name's Samantha. I'm new to leadership in PACO, and I wanted to make sure you all know about the new NFPA website. It's paralegals.org. And if you go to it, it's pretty neat. They have positions and issues I mean, the NFPA, they advocate for paralegals, so that's something you could look into. You could also look into the member resources. And if you click on that button, you can go down to the benefit hub, and they have benefits and discounts on all kinds of things for you. Additionally, I wanted to mention that they have been supporting paralegals getting licensed. And I recently attended a board meeting in Oregon's, I think, the latest state to approve paralegal licensure. And they're just going to call them licensed paralegals, and they want to roll that out in 2024. I don't have much else to share, except for I hope you all look into the convention this year at Washington, D.C. I know Angie and I will both be there. If you see us, say hi. And I went to the one last year and the one before. And I mean, it's really good. You get a network with a lot of people. You get to go to CLEs and learn more. You get to explore the area. I mean, I really thought it was beneficial to attend them the last 2 years. And that's all I have for you.
Okay, thanks, Samantha. Next, we will go to the PR committee. I'm assuming that FMG is either Randy or Patrice and or both. So Randy, if you're there, if you want to share what's coming up from the PR committee.
Sure. Good
Sounds
afternoon,
like you.
everyone.
Hello.
It's both of us. Yep, it's both of us. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Patrice. I am your Vice President and Membership Committee Chair, as well as our Public Relations Committee Co-Chair. And I'm here with our PR Committee and Secretary, Randy Daniels. Take it away, Randy.
I'm actually going to shoot it back to you to talk about our upcoming event for the Public Relations Committee, something that we're doing for PACO members. So do you want to give some details about that?
We are entering into the world of soccer on September 20th. We are going to the Columbus Crew game. That game starts at 7:30. It will include for us to have a happy hour, a tour of the stadium, which is new, just opened in 2021, and enjoy the game and see my awesome husband run on the field and see him hard at work. We are still sustaining some sponsors, so the pricing will be coming out next week, as well as a flyer. So if we let you guys know, it might be a surprise on how much it costs, because it might just be a 5-finger discount of free. So there are limited tickets. There are only 40 tickets available for the event. So once registration goes up on Wild Apricot, which is our website, I suggest if you want to go and have some fun with some of our members, as well as networking and enjoy a nice night out, do it fast.
All right, and then just looking into the future for PR, we are currently in the process of discussions with a happy hour in October. So more details will be announced with that here in a couple of weeks. We are also planning to do our holiday party again this year. It was a big hit last year. We had, I think it was a pretty good turnout, right? It was 50+ people that attended. So we are making connections there, trying to figure out location and things like that. So those details will probably be announced. My guess would be sometime in October, early November. And then as we all know, PR's big undertaking is Paralegal Day. And 2024 Paralegal Day will be May 20th. We are going to be seeking individuals to serve on the PR committee to help us with planning that event. That's going to be happening in May. It'll be everything from finding our keynote speaker to, just coordinating decorations, themes, things like that. So we are planning to have our first committee meeting in mid-September. That will be announced through PACO News, so be on the lookout. If you're interested, you'll shoot Patrice and I an email, and we will get you set up with the Teams invite. We use Teams for the PR committee. Other activities that we're looking into for the 2023 to 2024 year is a volunteering opportunity with Mid-Ohio Food Bank. And we're also exploring Columbus Blue Jackets and Clippers outings, as well as additional happy hours.
Well, that sounds like a lot and a lot of really good, exciting things. Thanks, ladies.
You're welcome.
Randy, do you want to go ahead? I don't know if you have anything to say about the OSBA certification study group.
I do. So the OSBA certification exam is a special certification that you can get through the Ohio State Bar Association. And it enhances your skills. It's an extra credential to put on your resume, tack a little some initials behind your name. And the exam is usually held in May of every year. It's usually mid-May, usually around the time of paralegal day. So last year was my first year as the head of the study group, and I'm happy to report that all members passed last year. So we are planning to do this study group again. The first meeting will be at the end of September. So I urge you, if you're interested in this exam, to go to the OSBA's website and see if you meet the criteria. We'll also discuss the criteria during the first meeting, just to see if you qualify, if you're not already certified. And then from there, we will go on to our study sessions beginning in October. The way that we did it last year, and it worked very well for everyone, was monthly sessions, October through February, bi-weekly, about middle of February through April, and then weekly April through the exam date. And then we even did an in-person study session the night before the exam here, hosted at our office. I provided some goodies, and everybody kind of came together and just quizzed themselves. This is open to all paralegals across the state of Ohio. You do not have to be a member of PACO to attend this study group. All the sessions will be virtual up until what I call the cram session. We did have individuals who were outside of the Central Ohio region. They did come down the evening before, and everybody participated in that in-person study session. So it was a really big hit. The caveat is that you must attend the session to receive that session's materials. So if you have to miss a session for any reason, you're unfortunately not going to get those materials. So, excuse me, with the virtual attendance, hopefully it makes it easier for individuals to participate. We do discuss at the first meeting what day of the week works best for everyone to attend, so that it accommodates everybody's needs. That's about it for OSBA study group.
Okay, great. Thank you, Randy. Let's see. Let's move on to Student Liaison Committee and the Mentoring Committee. Those two committees are both chaired by Miranda West. So Miranda, do you have anything to share with us?
Hey, sorry I was late. My life is kind of crazy right now.
It happens, we understand.
My work life has exploded, so I apologize. So for Student Liaison Committee, as everybody knows, we're kind of down to one school with Capital being done with their program. Well, they've paused it. They're not done with it. So my goal is, and I just submitted my resume and CV to Columbus State for teaching. So my goal is, once I'm back teaching at Columbus State, to really get entrenched into the student life and SPA and all of that. And hopefully I'll have some other members join us to do that and do presentations. And I've got big plans. I've just got to get them rolling. So if anybody wants to join the committee and help me on that journey, that would be amazing. But it's really rewarding to work with the students, especially like career students and students that are just really different situations in life, it's really rewarding to help them out and help them figure out their way through this. So that's the plan for that one. Mentoring, the mentorship committee, we really need more mentors. We only have a handful, and Becky, has been helping me so that 2 of our mentees did not fall through the cracks that had requested a mentor. And I had reached out to our current mentors, and nobody really had the expertise that these people needed or capacity. So I'd really like to get more members on board on the mentoring committee, and understand that you don't have to be a 20-year veteran to be a mentor. You can be a 2-year veteran. You could be a 1-year, I think that mentoring, you don't necessarily have to be an expert. I'm hoping to be able to offer a mentor-mentee workshop at some point. This is just something that I've been kicking around in my brain. I did it at OU as part of a Women Leading Ohio initiative. And we had a full afternoon where we worked with our mentors intensively on what it meant to be a mentor-mentee pair and that kind of thing. And I'd love to do something like that with our current mentee pairs, and then anybody else who wants to join. So that's kind of something I'm thinking about coming up too. So yeah.
Great. Great. Thanks, Miranda. Okay, we will move on to the job bank. Are you still with us, Heather?
Yes, I am.
Great. Heather Jones is new to the leadership team, as are several of the leadership team this year. Heather is serving as our assistant vice president, and she's also leading up the job bank. So what information do you have to share with us, Heather?
Not a whole lot. Still trying to get acclimated with the position and just learning how to do everything. So hopefully I'll have more to say next time.
Okay. And if any of your firms, or if you're in-house, your companies, if anybody has a job, a paralegal position available, let them know. Many people don't know that PACO has a very robust job board, and let them know that they can post their positions on PACO's job board, and they can reach a number of paralegals very easily that way. Heather is also helping me this year with the workers' compensation roundtable. I know we have speakers lined up for September and October, and we are finalizing those details, and we'll be putting that information on the calendar and sending out more information on that. So please do keep a lookout. So that will begin again in September, and we meet on the 3rd Thursday of the month every month, unless there's a holiday or something that conflicts, and then we kind of move the date around if we need to. Last year we had some really interesting speakers. We had Karen Toronto come and speak to us about the presumption, the what's it called, firefighters, and firefighters who develop cancer, and the presumption that that is an occupational disease. That was a really interesting conversation. And we talked a lot about different benefits that injured workers are eligible for in the workers' compensation program. So we have a lot of really good things coming up with that as well. Okay. That brings us to the pro bono committee. The pro bono committee is led by Teresa Scharf. She has been doing this for a very long time and has a very successful Wills Clinic program that is a collaboration between PACO and the Legal Aid Society of Columbus. And that program is so successful that there have been other paralegal associations from around the country who have reached out to Teresa and asked for information on how to start and maintain and run a Goodwill's clinic. And Teresa has shared that knowledge with them. And we have been able to launch other Wills clinics around the country through her efforts. So, Teresa, I will let you take over.
Well, you pretty much said it all there. We have been doing the Wills clinics since 2010. We are tomorrow evening conducting our 10th one of 2023, and it will be our final Wills clinic of the year. Each year, anyone who volunteers, be they paralegals or attorneys, anyone who volunteers must complete a CLE course that we offer every year in November. It is a 3-hour course. This year it will be presented in person at the offices at Legal Aid. We will be distributing a brochure here, hopefully very soon. I'm still waiting on my last speaker to provide his bio so that we can complete the compilation of that brochure and distribute it. He and his wife just had their 4th child, so he's been a little busy the past couple weeks. But we have a great lineup for our speakers at the CLE in November, including Dr. Eileen Baker, who has spoken previously, but she's an ER doc from Northwest Ohio in the Toledo area. And she's wonderful because she provides a perspective from an ER physician's point of view as to why the advanced directives are important and what those physicians are looking for and what the hospital staff is looking for when a patient presents and has those documents in place. I'm also going to have Scott Landrigan from the Ohio State Bar Association present, and he's going to talk with us about our simple wills, our advanced directives, and our financial powers of attorney. And he's going to give his presentation from the perspective of what is going on in the Ohio legislature with regard to those documents, because there have been some things that have been going on and that are in process and in discussion, at least, with regard to those documents and how they are administered. And then Paul, can't think of Paul's last name all of a sudden, but he's from Legal Aid, and he's going to provide a unit on for ethics, the ethics of providing pro bono services. So mark your calendars. That's November 8th, which is a Wednesday. It'll begin at 1 o'clock in the afternoon and conclude at 4:30. At that time, those in attendance will receive a list with dates and locations of Wills clinics that are scheduled for 2024. I have 5 on my waiting list right now. I'll probably add to that between now and November, and then we will take off running after, in January with Wills clinics for the new year. And that's all I have.
What can you share with us, Teresa, about the specialty courts here in Franklin County?
Well, that is a work in progress. That is something that we are exploring. I've been communicating with Judge Jody Thomas at the Franklin County Municipal Court, also with Judge Russo, Judge DeVarga, and we're gonna see how in the Paralegal Association, how paralegals can assist in those courts with the efforts that they are making to address specific areas of need with the defendants that they work with in the court system.
Okay, very good. Thank you. Let's go now to the photography committee. Let's see, Garth, I think you're on. What can you tell us is coming up with your committee this year?
Yeah, sorry, I was late here. I had to install a software before joining the meeting. All of a sudden, it refused you. So I'm all set here. As far as the photography goes, I did not make the winter 2024 meeting, which was August 1st, but that is going to be about the courts, specialty courts, staff attorneys' perspectives, hidden features in the courthouse. I don't know what that's about, but that would be interesting. Ethics, bankruptcy, citation tips. And so the deadline for that would be November 1st. If anybody would like to contribute to that, that's a member of the CBA. Feel free. I think they have a lot of the articles not laid out, but they have semi commitments on that. Future meetings, we will be meeting October 10th for the spring 2024 issue. And just so you know, we have a new graphics person there and actually marketing and everything pretty much. Her name is Marcy Latona. And she's putting out, or they are putting out now ahead of time, which is nice, the theme for future issues. So that allows me to tell you folks, maybe give you a heads up if you wanted to do an article for, say, spring. I mean, you can even do one for the winter if you want. But the spring, the broad outline for that will be probate, wills, power of attorneys, and all that, how it's paired with weddings and divorces, and what is the difference between wills and estates. I guess there are some attorneys that really aren't informed on that. So this is a, a magazine for attorneys specifically. The in case any of you don't know about it, the Lawyers Quarterly obviously comes out quarterly for lawyers at the CBA. So yeah, if anybody is a member and you're interested in writing, that would be great. I joined this for to connect it with the Paralegal Association, as we were talking about how attorneys don't understand paralegal utilization and so forth. Well, that's a lot of the purpose of this publication and me being on the board. So try to pair PACO with the Columbus Bar and also with the legal community. So it's two of us to try to fill them in on what we do. So that's probably it. I'm, also before I forget, if anybody wants to also be a backup photography, I'd sure appreciate that too. Mindy pretty much took photos when I wasn't there, as well as other folks. We appreciate that. But if anybody wanted to help out, kind of like Sean did, I know he's not a member of PACO himself, but he really helped out great at the paralegal anniversary. And so if anybody else wants to chip in with taking snapshots and so forth, that would be appreciated too. So I'll leave you with that. And if you want to think about the spring quarter on pro bono, gee, I don't know who would be interested in doing that, but no pressure, no pressure. So I'll leave you with that. And again, sorry I logged on late here, but I think we got her sewed up.
Okay, good. Thank you, Garth.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move now to programs. And our programs chair this year is also new to the PACO leadership team. Lori is our programs chair, and I will leave it to you, Lori, to share information on that.
Thank you, Angie. So I'm still getting familiar with the process of building the program. And thank you very much to Becky Lewis, who's left a good program in place, and I just need to fill all the blocks, right? So we've got upcoming, as you already talked, Angie, we have the NFPA membership and upcoming initiatives at the next Legal Insights at the end of this month. Allison DeSantis is going to discuss upcoming notary commission changes on the next general membership meeting in early and mid-September. And just want to confirm that there's a 20 to 30-minute brief during general membership time, correct? These Legal Insights is a whole hour.
The general membership meetings are also a full hour.
Oh, right, they're a full hour, but the speaker gets 20 to 30 minutes. Generally,
Well, the speaker, we generally only need about 5 or 10 minutes unless we have a sustaining member who is going to be presenting something. It's usually the speaker usually should plan for at least 45 minutes.
okay, great. Great. Thank you very much. And then the legal insights at the end of September, we have nothing due to the BWE coming up. And thank you, Becky. And then I have points of contact for the speakers for the rest of the year. I'll be following up with them to confirm. And then Angie, I'll contact you separately about the plan for FY24 speakers
Okay,
and any
very
guidance.
good.
And that's all I have. Thank you.
Very good. Thanks so much, Lori.
Mhm.
And that brings us to the last committee. I have saved the best for last. Um, Becky Lewis is the chair of the BWE committee, and the BWE is coming up quickly. It will be here before you know it, the last Friday of September, September 29th. So I will turn this over to you, Becky, for updates on that event.
Thanks, Angie. I just shared a link in chat where you can go to the BWE committee page. We're currently having the web page built, so as soon as it's complete, we will definitely be circulating that to our sponsors for sponsorships as well as registrations. For those of you that may not know what the BWE is, it's a biennial workshop and exhibition. PACO holds this every other year. We haven't had it since 2019 due to COVID. So this is the first event we're having in person since 2019. We feature speakers on legal topics. You do earn CLE credit that day. We have sponsor tables, so we do allow time between sessions to go visit those sponsor table and vendors. And it's also a great way to network with colleagues. Folks from all over Ohio have come to this in the past. So this will be new since we're on the other side of COVID to see how many people actually venture out and come to this in person. So like Angie said, it's going to be Friday, September 29th from 9 to 4. Registration will begin at 8:30. It is at the Clintonville Women's Club. Lots of free parking there. Beautiful venue. It's on High Street near the Park of Roses. The cost, students are going to be $10, members are $40, non-members are $50, and a table of 8 or $320. So we are going to have a social networking time from 2:30 to 4. We're going to build that in this year to have like a quasi happy hour as well as networking with folks and vendors that are there. We're going to have headshots available, professional headshots by a former PACO member who is now a CEO and photographer of our own company, Kristen Gibson. She'll be on site. You'll have the ability to sign up for that as well. And that's about it. So as soon as the web page is developed and ready to go, we'll be sharing the link to all of our contacts. While I am speaking, I do want to share another link with you. I'm the vice chair of the paralegal committee at the Ohio State Bar Association. And that meeting is of September 11th from 4 to 5. It's a Monday. So please feel free to come to that meeting. You do not have to be a member of the OSBA to attend. So just go to the link and sign up and hear what's happening at the state level. So that's it, Angie. Back to you.
Okay, great. Thanks, Becky. Okay, that wraps up our committees, I think. Have I missed anybody? Is there anything that needs to be brought up? Okay, well then I will just go ahead with what I had prepared. One thing, it's really important to us to let you know that we are always interested in hearing what you, the members, would like to see, what you need to help in your everyday work life. the topics that you're interested in hearing about, the speakers that you would like to have on board for a membership meeting or a legal insight session. You know, it's really important to us that we are bringing content to you that is actually going to be helpful to you. If there is something that a topic in your practice area, an attorney, a speaker that you've heard that you thought was really good, that you think the rest of the membership would enjoy hearing about, please always feel free to reach out to us and give us these suggestions, these ideas. We always welcome your input and your suggestions. And we want to we want to be a resource to you. We want to bring you content that is going to help you in your career. So any ideas that you have, certainly feel free to bring that to us. Something else that is coming that I wanted to kind of let out of the bag now. When the leadership team met in July for our annual leadership retreat, which is the time that we spend planning and getting ready for the year's events. One topic that we talked about is something very new to PACO. PACO does not currently have a DEI committee, but we have recognized the importance of having a DEI committee in the arena of a professional organization. So we are forming an exploratory committee to talk about, why should PACO have a DEI committee? Why is this important? How would it benefit our members? What will it look like? What kinds of things will we do? What will be included? What won't be included? What are some things to consider when developing a committee such as this? We are going to be, we don't want to recreate the wheel. We want to do this right. And so we are going to be inviting members of the legal community, people from the OSBA, the CBA, the Capital University Law School, Columbus State, and some of the large firms in town who have very successful, very robust DEI committees. We're going to be inviting those people to work with us on how to develop a DEI committee, things to consider, things to think about, how to go about it, what should your program look like, what should you take into consideration. We're going to be reaching out to them for some good ideas and suggestions. Certainly, if we're going to do this, we want to do it right. We want to be successful with it. We also are going to be seeking input from our membership. It is important to us to know what you think, what your perspective is, things that you would like to see included, things of that nature. We are planning a meeting in October of this year. That meeting will be held by Zoom. It will not be in person. It will be completely remote. And we anticipate that there might be quite a lot of people involved in this introductory discussion. More information is going to be coming out, but we are also going to open this up to our PACO membership to get your feedback and to hear what you think and what you would like to see as part of this committee. So with that being said, if you have any comments, and I'm just going to drop into the chat the email address. Did I get that right? Looks good. president@pacoparalegals.org. That is an email address that will come directly to me. If you have any questions, comments on the DEI committee or on anything else that we've talked about, any of the upcoming events, if there is something, a committee or something that you would like to become involved with. Maybe you've just been blown away by the information about the mentorship committee, and now you're dying to be on that committee. Let us know, and we will direct you to the right people. We'll get you involved. We would love to hear your thoughts, your suggestions, any ideas that you might have. So please do reach out to us. That is all that I have for today. So it looks like we're going to give you 15 minutes back of your lunch hour. Are there any questions? Does anybody have anything? Now's your chance. Okay. Well, then we will end today's meeting. And thank you so much for attending. And please let us know if you have any questions. And we look forward to hearing from you and seeing you at future upcoming events. Have a great day.
Thank you.